Amazing, right? Have you seen these paintings before? Want to know who's their artist? The meaning or history? Well, let me introduce myself first. My name is Aouni Patricia Binti Jasidi, and today I will present to you about history art. I have list 4 art history. First, let me explain to you about Renaissance art. Renaissance art began in Italy, especially in cities like Florence, Rome, and Venice. Renaissance means rebirth. Other than that, Renaissance marked the transition from the Middle Ages to modern times, also revived classical Greek and Roman art. Main characteristics. 1. Humanism. Focus on human experience, beauty, and individuality. 2. Perspective. Use of linear and atmospheric perspective to create 3D depth. 3. Realism. Detailed anatomy, natural light or chiaroscuro, and lifelike movement. 4. Classical inspiration. Ancient myths, proportion, and symmetry. And lastly, number 5. Patronage. Wealthy families like the Medici and the church funded great works. Next, Islamic art. What is Islamic art? I will explain to you from the time period. Islamic art's time period began around 650 CE, after the rise of Islam, and continued to develop across centuries. Regions of Islamic art: the Middle East, North Africa, Spain, Persia, Iran, and later India and Turkey. Key features of Islamic art. 1. Anachronism. Avoidance of depicting human or animal forms in religious art, focusing instead on abstract and geometric decoration. 2. Calligraphy. Arabic script used beautifully, especially verses from Quran, seen on walls, ceramics, and manuscripts. 3. Geometric patterns. Complex symmetrical designs showing mathematical skill and spiritual harmony. 4. Arabesque designs. Flowing patterns of vines, leaves, and flowers representing infinite nature of creation. 5. Architecture. Domes, arches, courtyards, and minarets became distinctive features. 6. Materials and craftsmanship. Use of ceramics, metalwork, glass, textiles, and mosaics with rich decoration and color. 7. Regional styles. Umayyad, 661 to 750 CE, early mosque architecture. Abbasid, 750 to 1258 CE, decorative arts and calligraphy. Persian and Ottoman periods. Miniature painting, intricate tilework, and large domed mosques. Next, Asian art. There is Indian art, Chinese art, and Japanese art in Asian art. 1. Indian art. Time period. From the 3rd millennium BCE to modern times. Main themes: religion, Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, spirituality, nature, and human form. 2. Chinese art. Time period. From around Neolithic period, c. 5000 BCE to the present. Main themes: harmony with nature, philosophy, Confucianism, Taoism, and imperial culture. 3. Japanese art. Time period. From Jomon period, circa 10,000 BCE, to modern era. Main themes: nature, simplicity, impermanence, and Zen Buddhism. Lastly, 19th century art. 19th century art have divided into 5 parts. Start with neoclassicism, romanticism, realism, impressionism, and post-impressionism. Let's begin with neoclassicism. Neoclassicism, from late 18th century to early 19th century. Reaction against the fancy Rococo style. Inspired by Greeks and Roman ideals, focus on discipline, patriotism, and heroism. Famous artist, Jacques-Louis David, The Death of Marat, Oath of the Hirashi. Features: balance, clarity, and moral stories. Next, Romanticism. From late 18th century to 19th century. Focus: emotion, imagination, nature, and the individual. Reaction against rationalism and order of neoclassicism. Themes: heroism, exotic scenes, dramatic landscapes. Famous artist: J.M.W. Turner and Francisco Goya. Example: Liberty leading the people Delacroix. Next, realism. In the middle 19th century. Focus. Everyday life and social reality. No idealization. Reaction against. Romantic emotion and fantasy. Themes. Peasants, workers, and urban life. Famous artist. Gustave Courbet, Francois Millet, Honoré Daumier. Example. The Stonebreakers, Courbet. Next, Impressionism. From the late 19th century. Focus. Light, color, and the momentary impression of scene. Technique. Visible brushstrokes, painting outdoors, en plein air. Famous artist, Claude Monet and Degas. Example. Impression, Sunrise Monet. Lastly, Post-Impressionism, also from the late 19th century. Focus, structure, emotion, and expression beyond Impressionism. Famous artist, Vincent van Gogh, Paul Gauguin, and Georges Seurat. Example, Starry Night, Van Gogh. That's all for today. I hope you can learn something from this video. Thank you.